1. Bats to Rats.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Welcome into Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now here are your hosts, Jeff and Nicole Essig.
All right. Welcome in, Fitness Fanatics. It's Sunday, September 15th. And we are in studio today, coming off another Husker win last night. I was up again late last night.
Victory.
Till 10 p.m. I know, yes. Nicole didn't quite make it.
Yes,
she had to go to bed with 5 minutes left in the game.
Okay.
You're on.
Oh, okay. I can't hear myself.
You got to turn your volume up.
Yeah.
I can hear both of you. I can't hear me. I stayed up. I went down with it. It was still on. I saw it all. So be quiet.
There were 5 minutes to go. The question is,
I had it on downstairs. I had to get my pajamas on. I do all this stuff. It was on.
But it was a nice win, a nice 31-point victory. And I, I was listening to some post-game stuff and people get a little cranky. We were just kind of talking about that here. The show started. I think we forget what it's like to be undefeated. We talked about this last week. We're 3-0 now, 3-0 for the first time since Ben was in his young teens.
2016.
He's a very young teenager then. I mean, how old were you? 13?
Yeah, so I was born in 04.
So you're 12.
So I would have been 12.
12 years. Young Ben was even younger then.
I wasn't even a teenager yet.
Not even a teenager.
12 years old the last time we were 3-0.
Yep.
So getting from your perspective, and I didn't listen to all of Jay's show. We listened the last 20 minutes when we were in the car, but
the Jay Foreman postgame.
The Jay Foreman. Well, I was started to listen to that this morning, but I mean the show Inside the Huddle. They just did.
Also Inside the Huddle.
So kind of get your perspective. We're going to start off a little sports talk, which we do during the football season, and then we're going to talk some fitness stuff.
Fitness,
health, wellness, and fitness. Farrell's, our 10-week challenge kicked off yesterday. So we're going to talk about setting goals, kind of a plan of action when you're starting something new. We have over 70 people starting the 10-week challenge with us. So we're going to talk about that. Plus, awesome. Even if you're not doing Farrell's, if you want to start something new tomorrow, any type of fitness plan, meal plan, nutrition, we're going to give some tips and tricks to plan on that to be successful. So that's going to come up here.
But we'd also love questions too.
Yes.
Answer questions that
yes.
you might have.
Yep. So if you're listening, you can text the show, Starter Heyman text line 402-464-5685. We are here to answer any of your questions, whether it's sports related, it doesn't matter. Health, fitness, wellness. We're here for you this morning. So just to get your perspective, Ben, I was 16. I was 16 when Nebraska won their first in the 1994 championship.
I was not born yet.
Yes.
We know.
So what all the like kind of like grumbling and nitpicking, it brings me back to Coach Bush says those better times in the 90s. Like I remember one game specifically I went to, we played against Iowa State when the running back was Troy Davis. You probably don't know who that is.
I know who that is. Come on.
You know who Troy Davis is?
Yes.
Okay.
Just go on with your.
So Troy Davis had back-to-back 2,000 rushing yard seasons. And the game that I went to, Nebraska had the game totally in hand. Like Troy Davis maybe had 40 yards rushing in the first 3 quarters. And we're up by like 4 or 5 scores. Fourth quarter, they're down by 4 or 5 scores. They literally ran him every single play in the fourth quarter. And he finishes with like 150 yards rushing, a couple touchdowns. So then the narrative after the game in Iowa was just Troy Davis scorches the Huskers for 150 yards rushing. Like, okay, I was there. I saw what happened. But like stuff like that, how like we were getting upset that our backups would come in and give up like 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. And instead of winning by 40, we win by 28.
Yeah.
And then talking to one of my buddies this morning, I know Nick Saban would always, Bama would win a close game. Like last year, they won at South Florida like 14-3 or so. It was really close, and people are just getting them on him. He's just like, "What do you want from me?" Right? We won the game. Like, so it's kind of getting to him too. So just kind of hearing those comments brings me back to when I was that person in my teens complaining about giving up scores late in the game.
Well,
I think that I think people's concerns are valid, but this is a conversation I have to have with you a lot sometimes, Jeff, when
With
you're
me?
spiraling about other things. Not
does he spiral a lot?
Yeah, he does a
Okay.
lot. So the thing is, like, how about we reserve the panic for when we actually need to panic? We don't, not that I'm saying people are panicking, but just
No one's panicking.
reserve the negativity, reserve the skepticism, whatever. Like, why can't we just enjoy the moment and just enjoy the win? And, yes, maybe there's some things that we as fans, we might be a little concerned about, or we would have liked to see go, a little bit different.
Yeah.
But at the same time, why are we freaking out about it now? Why can't we just enjoy the fact that we're 3-0 right now?
I'm enjoying it.
Trust the process.
We're trusting. I'm trusting the process. I used to be one of those cranky fans when it was like, oh my gosh, like this is ridiculous. But now I'm just like thinking, gosh, we're 3-0 and we've covered the spread all 3 games. Like, what else do you want from the Huskers, right?
Maybe it's because he got his picture with Matt Rule. Maybe that just completely changed his whole perspective.
I know.
On watching Nebraska football. Is that what it was? Was it getting the picture with Matt Rule?
It might have been.
I
feel like you played. I mean, you play a little part in that just because I feel like the fan base is making it a enjoyable experience for Matt Rule right now, right? Like, what if he had gone out there and no one had been in line to get a picture with him?
Yeah.
Wouldn't he? That'd be a little sad and depressing.
Yep.
So it's exciting. We're making it a great experience.
No, that's good. One thing Jay said just the last hour inside the huddle, how quickly we forget.
Look who's walking by. There's Coach Rule right there. We need to go out and get him on the show right now. He's listening.
No, we're gonna play it cool.
You can come on into the studio right now.
He waved at us.
He waved. Yeah.
Do you feel like a celebrity?
I'll tell you what, Ben. He remembers me.
Walked into the mill.
Ben. He remembers me. Shook my hand and took a picture. And he saw me.
Yeah.
Everything.
Just calm down.
It's fine. So,
he must have been up a little later because he came in last week too, but it was earlier.
But again, we're excited.
Again, just how quick we forget. Look at where we were last year at this point. Last year at this point, you lost close game to Minnesota. You didn't play great against Colorado.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, come on. People again with the nitpicky stuff. Just enjoy the moment. Just look at how far this program has come from even just last year.
Two things can be true at the same time, right? It's true that there could be some concerns, but It's also true that we're 3-0 for the first time.
Oh,
Let's be excited about
Ben
it.
he was 12 years old.
Yeah.
I remember watching that team.
So I'm a very positive person in general, though, too. Like I always try to find
that 2016. That was the year when we were ranked heading into Wisconsin and Ohio State. Wasn't it that year?
Yeah, don't get me started on this.
And then Nebraska barely lost Wisconsin.
And that Wisconsin game was,
they should have won that.
It was so this TJ Watt just pass interfered with our guy inside the 10.
Questionable calls.
Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. And then if you remember too, so that offseason was when Sam Foltz passed away.
Mm-hmm.
So we got into overtime, and then Wisconsin missed the extra point. And I was like, oh my gosh, Sam Foltz just literally took the ball and just pushed it wide left for us. He like opened the door for the Huskers. Like he's like, here you go, Coach Riley. All you got to do is score and kick the point. And like when you go back and look at those little moments, like had the way that season played out, had Nebraska beaten Wisconsin, they would have won the Big Ten West. And Mike Riley would have coached the team in the Big Ten championship game in 2016.
Probably. I mean, they were never going to beat Ohio State that year, but.
Well, we lost to him by 60.
So that's why I said. That's why. Part of that was because of the demoralizing loss against Wisconsin.
I know. Yeah.
That's hard.
Again, I don't want to go back to 2016.
Yeah.
We got to be.
Well, we
where
were 7-0. That's a great time to be back to.
Nebraska has a chance, a legitimate chance to be 6-0, heading into the Indiana game, which is going to be a big game.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana could also be 6-0 heading into that game. You know how crazy that'd be?
Stresses me out.
That because you have to travel to Indiana, and then the game after that, you got Ohio State.
Yep.
Those are two tough games.
That's back in the day, these games just were like whatever. I'm more concerned about Illinois first. So
that's how we always should be. I feel like it's a really good progression though for the schedule too. Like each week is a stepping stone on the next week. So I think that's something positive to look forward to.
I don't know if was Northern Illinois a stepping stone from Colorado?
Northern Iowa.
Northern Iowa. Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Well, we needed that too. We needed that coming off of Colorado.
Yes.
I feel like
because
what if we had a bigger game coming off of Colorado?
I think the Illinois game.
Yeah, I think that would have been hard. So I feel like this was a good,
Or like look at Notre Dame, how they won at A&M, and you're just, oh, Notre Dame's the 5 seed. Just it's over. See, they're in. And then they lose to Northern Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
And there's teams like Florida State's 0-3. Florida just got blown out on their home field. I mean, could be worse.
So I'm saying Nebraska.
We need to talk more about how Florida State's 0-3 because I still can't believe it. It's
That's what I'm saying. They were just 13-0 last year. It just shows how fast things can change in a football.
Mm-hmm.
Like football is such a sport where if you aren't on your A game, things can go bad quickly.
But 0-3, that's crazy.
It just football is that kind of a sport where I feel like with basketball, a lot of the times it's just okay, who's more talented? Because you just put 5 guys on a court. Yes, they need chemistry, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the better team. There's not as much that goes into basketball as there is football. Usually the better team wins in football, but that's because of the way they execute, the way they play on both sides of the ball, special teams especially. Because if you don't have every single phase of the game in tune 100%, stuff can get out of control really quickly.
Well, and just to listen,
spiral.
I love listening to Coach Bush on early break when he goes inside,
fitness,
what goes on, in the headset. How many people are it's just football is so we just watch it and it's oh, they know right where they're supposed to go. It doesn't look like, but when you just hear or even the guys here just on the station, Jay, and talking about what goes into everything, it's just it is so complicated and so detail oriented. It makes your head spin. I think that's something we just take for granted as fans. Well, why couldn't that player be there?
I don't understand how you take that for granted because it just really doesn't take that much to be this is mind blowing.
It's so over, especially. Okay, did you ever watch Quarterback on Netflix?
Oh yeah, we watched the whole thing. Yes,
literally just watch one episode of that, and you'd be like, these guys know football at just a way higher level than even all the people that cover football here. If you watch the game of football, you know what's going on.
Yeah,
but there is still a whole nother level of football that us as people, as fans, even people covering the team, just don't understand unless you're on that field playing, coaching, whatever. That's
in
the
the
only
moment
way.
too.
That's the only way
Yeah.
you really know how much goes into football.
Because the game has evolved so much.
Yeah.
That even if you have played in the past, it's
I've
still
played.
different.
I've been out there. You know,
You've been out there.
I played a season when I was a senior. I played on the JV team.
But high school football is a whole. You wouldn't have even been looked at probably.
Ben, I played receiver, and the coach would tell me to play, and I'm like, oh God.
Which
I had to run.
Knowing what I know now about you,
it was just terrifying.
Cannot believe anyone would give that responsibility to you.
Tells me to play, and then I have to run onto the field and tell the quarterback. Like,
did you ever be like, I forgot? Because I feel like
I would say
now.
I would say it over and over, like as I'm running on the field.
Mess this up.
Whatever the play, and it wasn't like plays like they are now. Like you hear just like 40 different words and numbers, and you know, it was like
it's probably just like blue 42.
Stuff like that. Like, and I knew like, okay, the numbers were which route the receivers were supposed to run. So I mean, I played a year of football, so I kind of knew that stuff. But
he's an expert.
I was terrified that I was going to screw that play up. And then I talked about a couple weeks ago how when we played like it was called the soap game back then, or like kind of a spring practice, like the last game, scrimmage before the season started. So Ben, I was actually trotted out there with the first team offense.
You were first team
offense.
Okay.
So I was on the first team offense in this final scrimmage, and I go out for the first play, and I false started. And that was it for me.
People were probably like,
I never saw the field.
Yeah, get him off the field.
What were the other?
I never saw the field again.
What were the other players that were really the first string? Like, what were they doing during that time? Like, did someone just have an untied shoe or something, so they threw you out there? Like,
I don't know.
So-and-so's not ready. Send out Essing.
I must have had a good week of practice.
Get out there.
And then the real player's like tying his shoe because he wasn't ready yet.
I know, and I think back, like, had I not false started on that first play, like maybe you
would have been a star. Maybe you would have been playing for the Huskers.
No, I wouldn't have been a star. No,
I don't think so.
What could have been?
The Huskers did see me. I went to their camp, and they were not interested.
Was surprising.
Yeah.
So Crowbait texted in and said, "My glory days are worse." I don't know, Crowbait. My glory days are. I mean, it's pretty bad.
How many times were you actually on the field?
I played in a lot of junior varsity games as a senior.
Okay.
You were on. So you were. I didn't even. You were on JV.
In your defense, you also didn't. It's not like you played high football like since you were.
No, I just went out my senior year.
You went out your senior year.
Why
so
would you do that?
As much as I like to give Jeff a hard time in his defense.
Why would you?
I don't know. I played basketball from like 6th grade until I was a junior.
This is a great example of how different high school football or sports are now from
a little town in Iowa.
In 96
96
versus 2024. You could do that in 1996. You could just decide to try out for football your senior year.
You could do that. You could do that now.
But you're not going to
play.
Right. You're not going to suit up. You're not going to make the team.
I was just a tackling dummy.
That's okay. I'll give you less crap. I thought you went out for like 4 years.
All the years.
And you were still.
You give me.
I will give him credit.
I'll give you some credit. Okay. You saw the field.
I did.
You saw the field.
It was in a JV game as a senior in high school.
Was it an important game? Were you playing like a really big time school?
No, I mean, no. We were the school I went to was Waukee, which now it's one of the biggest schools in the state of Iowa. But back then it was like a really smaller school. Class. I'm not sure how the classes work here in Nebraska, but it was kind of lower, like middle tier. It wasn't like, East and those schools, but it was like kind of 2 tiers down.
Okay.
Okay. But and I had 1 career interception, so that was kind of cool.
Yep.
But that's just how it goes. Okay, here we go. Freshman year, 3rd game, forgot to wear a cup, got hit hitting the friends and had to be carried off the field. Wasn't an awesome moment.
That is how you learn.
That never happened to me. I always remember that.
That's because you only saw the field one time.
And I bet you never forgot it again. That is how
I remember.
you learn.
I remember one game we played. We were playing Roland Story. This is a JV game, and I played safety.
Okay.
And
last
the guy just yeah, last line of defense. He just broke through everybody, right? And it's me and him.
It's just up to you.
Oh my gosh.
It's me and him. It was like last week.
All the pressure.
It was like Dowdell against Shiloh Sanders, right?
Did you break your arm?
That's what it was. 1-on-1. And he gave me a move and I just dove into the air. That was
like
it.
one of your Tecmo players that
Just
wrecked your whole game.
Yep. I just chew right in the air and he scores a
You
touchdown.
took a gamble and it was
Just
the
so
wrong
bad.
choice.
I mean, I know this might be surprising, given my height and stature. You know, I'm a pretty big guy, but I never did. I've never played bet on a. I've never played in a football game ever,
Like with pads.
with
and all
pads
that.
and everything. Now I played like football, like recreationally a little bit, but because what position would I play? I'm not tall enough to be quarterback. I wouldn't even be able to see over the offensive line. I'm not going to be on either
That would
defensive
be
line.
a really funny POV.
I would be the shortest wide receiver out there.
Maybe he could have been a kicker.
That's what I said. I'd be like,
Yes.
maybe a kicker because
Kicker.
I played soccer a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So I
Yep.
would be like, okay, it probably would be kicker.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That I feel like this is a good like PR thing because you're in the media. So I think maybe Husker football needs to get you out there and do some POV, suit you up with a little thing and be like through the eyes of young Ben.
Maybe I should try out for kicker. The kicker's been a little bit shaky. I've never once kicked in a football game before, but
Have you kicked a football though? Like tried?
I've tried punting.
Okay.
I don't know. Kicking a football and
It's
kicking
an
a
art.
soccer ball is two
different.
two different things.
I
That's what I'm
can
saying. I was just
imagine.
like, what? People were like, people at my school be like, Ben, why'd you never go out for football? I'm like, why would I go out for football?
I'm
also so slow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to keep up. So I'm short. I'm slow. I weigh
just by
140.
default because you have shorter legs because you're shorter.
That's what I'm saying. I have to take like 2 steps. I have to take 3 steps for your 2 steps.
Yeah.
I'm having to take another step every single time.
Ben, I weighed 140 pounds when I was a senior, but went out for football.
I don't know how you didn't get broken.
But this is what I'm saying. I would get hit
140.
one time and I'd be like, yep, I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Not
I-
worth it.
I announced the games from my high school. That was a lot more fun than me never seeing the field.
That sounds like way more
How was
fun.
the press box? Did you were in the press box yesterday?
Yes, I was in the press box.
Fun.
Yeah. I was in the press box.
Exciting.
It was not as exciting as the Colorado game, but it was still a good turnout for a night game.
Yep.
Well, we did not go. I actually gave my tickets to one of our instructors, and he has a little boy.
Wow,
so
you
wanted that.
You
for
helped out a
experience
kid.
for- I did. Yes.
Way
Yep.
to go, Jeff.
I did a good deed.
That's
They
a
had-
good
they
It
had
was
a
my
blast.
idea for one. It was my idea.
So it wasn't Jeff's idea.
Right. But
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
Jeff
Makes
gets
sense.
all the credit.
Makes sense.
But I could have sold the tickets, but I didn't.
No, we try to find somebody because we have people that gift us tickets too.
Oh, we
So,
got
nice.
we got a text, and then we'll go to break from
Okay.
Isaac. Says, I know every time I listen to you guys on Sunday, Huskers win the next game.
Yes.
Good show as well. Well,
That's
Isaac,
right.
you should have been tuning in 2.5 years ago.
Yeah. Well, where were you?
Where
Isaac?
were you,
No,
Isaac?
stop.
Where were you?
Stop living in the past.
Maybe we could have won a few more. Oh, here's
Yeah.
another quick thing. 2016,
2016. We're going back in
my,
time.
my daughter and I saw Josh Allen play in Memorial Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
We were 7-0. In 2 weeks from today, we're going to be in Baltimore for the Ravens-Bills Sunday night game.
Nice.
And we're going to see Josh Allen again.
That's kind of weird.
8 years later.
Are you going to get a picture with him?
Probably
If
not.
the opportunity presents
With all of
itself,
our
but
Ravens
also
gear
no.
on, probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
He'd probably
For
spit
that.
in your face.
But
if
we'll-
you try to
we'll-
get a picture with
We'll nose around. I mean, I'll try to get I'll try to get some pictures with some Ravens players.
We'll
Yeah.
attempt.
Yes.
We'll attempt to go. We'll try to streak.
If the
we'll try to-
opportunity presents
We'll try to
itself.
streak on the field to go say hi.
Our son might he might want to wait till the game's over and hang out outside the locker room. I don't know what he's going to want to do. but
Oh gosh.
When I went to a Miami Heat game, I had one Heat player sign one of our jerseys we had. So that was
Ooh,
cool.
that is cool.
Yeah. It wasn't one of the star players. of the
Doesn't
game,
matter.
but
That's
it was
still
still cool. No,
Yeah.
it was. But then he left the team in free agency the next year.
Oh
So
yeah, that's kind of
it's sad.
When
But
I
I
went-
still liked him as a player. It was
when I
cool.
went to a scrimmage, I got my picture taken with Matt Rule,
yeah,
Yes,
we heard.
know.
and I had my picture taken with Dylan Raiola
Yep.
Okay, that's also good.
Mhm.
When did you get a picture with Dylan Raiola?
at the
At the Husker Road Race,
Oh, it was the same time?
No.
Same place? Oh, two
Mm-mm.
different places.
the Husker Road Race that happens in July, the
Oh.
5K. where you can meet the players.
Did
stuff
you have
too.
to wait in line for that too?
No, not really. I mean, they're just around. The players are just walking around. You come up to
so
them.
you just went up to
So
them.
actually, you did wait in a line. I do have a picture of you waiting in line.
That was-
but then we got a picture later
Yep.
when I was in it, and we didn't have to wait in line.
So was
that,
Jeff
so.
like, Dylan, I'm your
It was
I'm your
more
biggest,
for
I'm,
Ben.
I'm your biggest fan.
No, it was more for Ben, more for our son.
No,
Yeah,
but
not
I've-
me.
Mhm.
Not me. Other
That's
Ben.
what Jeff says. Yeah,
you know,
yes,
it's-
our son. Ben.
The picture of you waiting for Matt Rule in the line though, and you're right next to the kid.
I
is
love
so
that
the funniest.
picture.
Like
It's
there's
so
a
good.
little kid
It's
in
so
front of you,
good.
and then Jeff's like, if I bet Jeff was like, okay, is there a way I could get in front of this
We need
kid?
to, like,
You know what?
Photoshop a big
the-
thing of cotton candy or a big sucker in
Were-
your hand.
were you
the time
thinking-
was ticking down to where I might not have gotten that picture too.
Were you thinking of a way? I was like, okay, how can I jump this kid in the line and like get in front of him?
There was a time. I'll tell you another quick story.
We have to
No,
go to break.
oh, real quick. In Bill Callahan's first game,
Okay.
Joe Daly was the starting quarterback.
Yep.
And we won easily. This was you don't even know if you were born then. But no, you were 2005. You were just a little baby.
I was
little
intently
baby.
watching the game.
Yeah.
2004. I was down there. I weaseled my way down to where they left the stadium. They walked out, and Joe Daly had his little wristband on, and I had no mercy. I got that wristband. I don't care.
I don't remember that.
Oh, it was well. You weren't at the game,
Oh, okay.
but I got there, and I don't know where the wristband is today,
Of
but
course not.
I got it, and I
It's
probably
just
should
all a
have.
matter of where you are. Timing.
I probably should have let the kid next to me have
You
it. but-
probably should have.
I bet Jeff would be the kind of guy
So
if his favorite
embarrassing.
if his favorite baseball player would hit a home run, he
Probably.
wouldn't he wouldn't let the kid have the baseball.
Probably not.
No, he wouldn't. Like a normal person would let the little kid have the baseball.
That's why I have
Jeff-
my. That's
Jeff
why
wouldn't.
my son goes with me, so he can get it.
Yeah, but he's almost 18 now too. So at
Yeah,
some
so you
point
can't-
he'll
you
age
can't
out.
play- you can't
Yeah.
play that card anymore.
He'll
Come on,
age out
Jeff.
of that.
Come on, it's 2024. The kid's 18.
We need grandkids now soon.
Yeah, you
sometime.
need a grandkid then.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
the only way you're gonna get away with
Mississippi Mud Dog texted and said it was 2004. We beat Western Illinois. Yeah, like 56-3. Daly threw over, and I remember after the game, Bill Callahan said, "We take what we want, not what the defense gives us."
Oh my gosh.
And then the very next week, we
Right.
lost to Southern Miss. And
All right.
that was it. All right,
Okay.
We're
we're
not
gonna
living
take
in the
a break.
past.
Yeah.
No,
Nebraska's 3-0.
that's right.
Here we go.
We're looking forward. We'll be right back. Stay with us. 93.7 The Ticket. Fitness Fanatics.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Our lives only have so much time. But if you smoke, you have less. Your life could be 10 years shorter. And the time you do have is often filled with health problems. Shortness of breath, asthma, COPD, and cancer. But the minute you quit, your body starts healing.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Experience a cleaner tomorrow with Niederhaus Refuse. Whether it's weekly residential pickups, large-scale commercial disposals, recycling, or roll-off, Niederhaus's team is here with reliable, efficient service and the most advanced solutions. Discover the difference that a committed and experienced waste management company can make. Niederhaus Refuse has been in business for over 100 years and is family-owned and operated since 1921. Call Niederhaus Refuse at 402-475-8361 and visit their website at nbrefuselincoln.com to learn more or sign up for your service today.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for $437 per month for 36 months. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1004120, 437 per month lease for 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, 5,500 due with signing, no security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 9/30/2024. See dealer for details.
Attention! For a limited time, Acres is offering 1.9% for 60 months on remaining 22 and 23 John Deere combines. This extraordinary low interest rate, along with Acres' discounted pricing, allows you to upgrade your equipment before harvest and lock in incredible savings. And with Acres' A-plus support package included, you'll be up and running throughout the harvest season. Act now. This special rate won't last long. Visit acres.com for details. That's AKRS.com.
Are you tired of the same old entertainment options? How about something that's truly fun for both kids and adults? Nebraska Knockerball, the new place to go for your private and corporate parties. Step inside one of their inflatable spears and let out stress in a healthy form of exercise. Or try the human foosball, foot darts, yard pong, giant beer pong, basketball Connect 4, and much more. Nebraska Knockerball, specializing in physical, engaging fun. Call Nebraska Knockerball today at 402-460-8724 to learn more or book a reservation now.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Sea-Doo dealership. Score up to $300 off or a free 2-year warranty on 2024 Sea-Doo Sparks and $500 off or a free 2-year warranty on all other brand new 2024 Sea-Doos. Rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of September. On or off-road, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered with a large selection of motorcycles and watercraft in stock at their new 27th and I-80 location. Hurry in, the clock is running down.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Early break.
This is the group chat of the three-legged stool.
1 minute into the game.
Yep.
Jake Sorensen. Dolphins offense looks like feces. 1 minute into the season. 14-0 Jacksonville. Season over. Yeah, and I said maybe next year, Jake. That's been my motto for 33 years. It gets better. Finn's down 17-7 at half. There is someone booing in Brewskis. That someone is me.
I didn't see that one. That's funny.
That was funny.
That's funny.
That meltdown was unbelievable. You were 1 minute into the season.
It was startling.
Early break from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today in most local grocery stores.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to the Fitness Fanatics.
Fitness.
We went a little bit long. We went a little bit long that first segment.
A little bit because Jeff kept going on and on about his football
One more
career.
story. I have one more story. One more story.
I got so many stories. I could just have 2 hours worth of my.
Well, we have a 2-hour show, so
they're very
that's good.
mid stories.
But people tune in to learn about being healthy.
Well, maybe
theoretically, yes.
And watching Nebraska football over the last 8 years has not been healthy. It's not a healthy choice. So
that was what we talked about. We talked about that last show though last week about how now getting healthy is even more important than ever because you want to live longer to be able to see the Huskers be good again. So see, it's relevant.
All right.
I've been talking for 2
Once
years.
you'd be thriving.
Yes, the people listening to the show that have hemmed and hawed about joining Farrell's and doing the 10-week challenge. I'm like, do it for your spouse, do it for your kids. If all else fails now, do it for the Huskers.
So you can be in tip-top shape to
Yes.
celebrate all the wins that we're going to have.
All the wins and the great bowl destination we're going to go to, sunny Miami and the Orange Bowl. We got to get ready for our beach bodies in December.
Beach bodies.
I
would. That's not happening with me. But you go crazy, Jeff.
We all have beach bodies. The only thing you need to have a beach body is a body at the beach. So
listen to you.
No, that's not how that works.
Yes, it is. That's exactly how that works.
Not.
That's all you need.
That's not how that works.
That's toxic diet culture, Ben.
No, I mean, I am not the kind of person that I hate people that like judge people like that. But again, it's more of like my self-conscious being like,
that sounds like a you problem.
It is a me problem.
Right.
I'm not blaming anybody but me. It's a me problem.
We're gonna work on that.
I don't like if you were someone that goes to the beach and you were judging people's bodies. I'm like, you're just.
That's just you have nothing else.
Yeah, you have nothing
else in your life.
Yeah,
but
that's
to feel
weird.
better about yourself.
All right, fitness.
Anyway.
All right.
Yeah.
So yesterday we kicked off the fall 2024 10-week challenge.
Woo.
We had our orientation out at Yankee Ridge. Right now we have 70 new members
70?
that joined Farrell. Yep, that are doing the challenge. And I'll tell you, people are excited because Nebraska's winning, and people are just more excited about life in general. So here they go. They want to take care of themselves. This is like the first orientation that we've done when Nebraska's had a winning record. So during the push-ups and sit-ups, we usually listen like Rocky or, I'm too sexy or something, or I'm sexy and I know it or whatever, stuff like that.
And I know it.
And we're doing our push-ups and sit-ups. So yesterday we listened to the Husker fight song and it was awesome. And we listened to the Killigans.
Yep.
Okay. Are we still pushing that propaganda?
It's not propaganda. We love that song.
Okay,
and we love the
And you know
Killigans.
what, Ben?
I don't hate that song.
We love it.
You know what?
So you can push your propaganda on other people's shows. This is our show. Ben.
People were clapping. And
were.
People who weren't doing their push-ups were clapping, excited,
we love
fired up.
I just want to say this one thing is that I think it's fine when you have the first verse. When it gets to the second verse of the song, like after they sing the refrain and they go in a second voice, that's when it's kind of like the crowd is kind of like out of it.
It's the chorus. I love the chorus.
It's out of it because it gets a little.
Any song.
See,
so that's why they should just play the one chorus at the beginning.
No.
Yes.
What they need to do is what they did 3 years ago in the little lull of the song.
The highlight clip.
They rolled out Johnny Rodgers and was like, from the 1971 championship team.
That's true.
It's Johnny Rodgers. Then it was just it's right back into it. It was awesome.
Because I mean, you know what I'm talking about though. There's that little it's right after the first refrain.
I'll tell you.
It's the beginning of the second verse. It gets a little.
I need you to watch the little YouTube video of the song. And then once you watch it, you'll have goosebumps. I don't think you have.
I've seen it. Maybe
anyway.
Maybe I'm not as enthralled by a song in a music video.
You're not as much big of a fan.
Maybe
we
you
know
need to go
that
back
is
and
clear.
learn the
I don't
history of the song.
I don't hate it. I just feel like I just the crowd after the first time they sing the refrain just seems out of it.
That's because people are on their phones. They're in line to go to the bathroom. They're getting their drinks. They're doing stuff. But that doesn't mean the song's not.
I'm not out of it.
The
I'm
song
up there.
just doesn't need.
Yeah,
to
we're
be,
not either.
I'm up there just clapping like a maniac, jumping around. It's awesome.
They play the Killigans longer than they play Thunderstruck.
I don't know. It's probably because there's a smaller budget for Thunderstruck. There's a lot more that goes on, and they probably have to pay royalties for every second they play Thunderstruck.
Yeah,
so there's always something.
I don't think they do.
There's always something.
I don't think they gotta pay royalties for that because it's not going on the broadcast.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Our members loved it.
They did.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad song.
Clapping.
Anyways, you guys can say it's the best song ever.
and we will.
We love it.
It's your show.
We listen to it every weekend.
You know what? Yesterday we watched the game at home, and I should have played that song at the end of the first quarter.
I know you
but
didn't.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Because then it would have been like we were at the game. And we
Yeah.
would everybody in the house had been clapping.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was fun.
It was great.
I was at the game.
And AD spoke at our orientation, which
Who did?
Aaron Davis.
Oh, awesome.
And he it definitely felt like a locker room, more of a he was loud.
He had a
there
little-
were some couple times that he was like yelling,
AD,
definitely in a good way.
He had a little pep in his step
did.
also. Like
He always does a pep
He's
in his
talked
step.
at a lot of our orientations, but he would go in and out of his serious, his serious talk to definitely kind of locker room
Mhm.
pep talk sermon level.
Yeah, he was at another level yesterday.
He was. It was exciting.
It was amazing.
Yep.
So that's kicking off Monday's day one of our classes, and we always love, like, our job as owner of Farrell's never gets old, because over the next 10 weeks, well, we finished up a 10-week challenge a few weeks ago, and we get to see people change and evolve and get healthy and create better habits and really just change their life. And then we have a little break, and then we get to do it all over again with 70 new members. Everybody has a different reason why they're there. They have different goals, which we're going to talk about goal setting here today as well. We get to the top of the hour, but it's just so cool to see people. Like, we start off we do a minute of push-ups, a minute of sit-ups, and it's cool to see people struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I'm excited that people struggle.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
But because I know that in 10 weeks where they're going to be.
Yes.
And it's just exciting to see that.
So you want to see people's pain and suffering.
Not pain and suffering.
Okay, I'm blowing it out.
I know.
Just,
Not pain and it is exciting because we know that we can help them improve those numbers and improve that effort and everything.
Yep. We had so AD talked at the orientation, and then and if you guys are out there listening, there's still time to join us.
Mm-hmm.
So we take enrollments up until, maybe the middle of week 2. Once we get into the end of week 2, then it's kind of like borderline of, yes, you could do it, but your chances of winning the $1,000 is probably a little less because you're 2 weeks behind.
Yeah, our program, it's definitely there's specific programming. And so you're kind of missing out the longer you wait.
Yeah.
So really week 1 is probably the best if you can join in, jump in on week 1, get you all caught up. You won't have as much catching up to do.
Yeah. So there's still time. You can go to fxblincoln.com and there's a request more info sheet or a form to fill out. That goes to me personally. So I would be the one to reach out. But we have a lot of ticket listeners doing the 10-week challenge.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of new 10-week challenger members that have they listened to our show already, which was kind of cool. Like, one person said, "Hey, I'm going to be listening tomorrow. Hopefully you remember the game," because they listened to the show last week when I talked about how I kind of blacked out a little bit. Then I don't know if you heard that, Ben, but I had a little bit too much to drink last week.
Oh,
at the Colorado game, and just
Naya called it a brownout.
I had a brownout.
There was a portion that he didn't remember.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that happened.
It does happen.
It doesn't happen to me.
Well, you're in the press box. You can't.
It shouldn't. You're working.
Yeah, you're working.
Yeah, no, don't.
I'm saying even like after the game or anything.
It snuck up on him. That's all.
It's okay.
But
it's okay.
You were fine yesterday. You remember everything.
Oh yeah, I was
here at
home.
But
if you were heavily drinking because of a win against Northern Iowa, I feel like you got bigger.
Yeah. This was before the game last week, obviously. So, excitement, and you get wrapped up, and you just
it's okay.
Have too many fireball shots in a really short amount of time.
As long as you weren't throwing them in the crowd.
Don't look at me.
No, I'm saying as long because I can't see him.
That's right. Okay.
Because I can't see him because he's
all I can see is
it very clear.
All I can see is this Ace Ventura hair sticking up over the monitor.
Is that Ace Ventura hair?
It's just a little bit higher.
Yeah.
It just goes up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Kind
of like Josh Flagg's hair now.
Mm-hmm.
For $1 Million.
Anyways, As long as you weren't throwing fireball shots in the crowd.
Oh,
should be
no.
fine.
we don't take alcohol
No,
into
I
the
don't-
stadium.
Well,
that is
okay.
against the rules. And I
Well-
mean that because I am a rule follower.
Well,
So
there's people in the student section.
I know.
do
That's
that.
why you don't like to be in the student
I
section.
do
I know.
not like being in
I know.
that.
We've
My
talked about
freshman
it.
year, it sucked. I had a fireball shot that was like inches away from hitting me. And I'd have been PO'd.
I would have been too, honestly. So
'Cause
no,
it
we
is-
don't drink
it's
in the stadium.
gross.
Yeah, no. You're sticky and no.
Yeah.
No thanks.
The girl in front of me got plowed.
Yeah,
by
I
it,
don't
though.
like that.
Yeah.
So no. This was all before. This was all during
It's
tailgating.
glass, and it's
It's not glass.
one of the shots that they threw, it was literally a glass bottle.
Well, that's dangerous.
I know. I'm like, you're throwing glass.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I agree. No, we would never. This was all before.
I'm not
anyway,
saying you would. Anyways, yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So it's good to meet everybody, and we're looking forward to day one tomorrow, which is always usually a little mentally draining for us, just because we're helping everybody but it's fun though. We wouldn't trade it for anything.
it's worth it.
I'm so excited for tomorrow. If you're out there listening now and you're going to be at the gym tomorrow morning, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. It's like Christmas for me.
Yeah.
Because it's so
Our first
cool.
day of school.
This is
That's what it
why
reminds me of.
Yeah, this is why we do what we do, is to help change people's lives and help them be healthy and stronger version of themselves. So when we have 70 plus new people with goals and stuff they're looking to accomplish, that's what we do. That's if we had 3 people for the challenge, so I'd probably just be, I don't even know where I'd be. I'd be going insane right now.
Be sad.
I'd be very sad. So all right, well, we're going to throw it to break here. We'll be back to finish up hour number 1 on the Fitness Fanatics 93.7 The Ticket.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Gentlemen, it's time to elevate your style with something from our men's jewelry and watch collection. Why not treat yourself to the ultimate in luxury? We've got an incredible selection of pre-owned Rolex watches, even those hard-to-find models you've been dreaming of. Whether you're stepping up your game day look or adding a touch of class to everyday wear, our top-tier collection is sure to impress. Stop by Sartor Heyman and discover the perfect piece to reflect your unique style. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Hey, bestie! Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own. Always in the driver's seat, huh? Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot. Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop. Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through September 15th, enjoy 8-ounce USDA Choice Boneless New York strip steaks for $7.99 each. USDA Choice Boneless Beef Crock Pot Roast for $4.99 per pound. Fresh salmon fillets for $9.99 per pound. And Bush Light 30 packs for just $18.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn. Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock.
This week's special through September 17th is $2 off fresh packs of ground beef. Also, $10 off all sauces. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Highway 2 in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back. We just have a few minutes as we were running over. We ran over the first segment, so we're kind of condensing here before we get to hour 2.
You were talking about your illustrious football career in the first segment.
That takes a long time.
It does. Yes. You got a lot of football to talk.
I was trying to think if I had any more football stories. I don't have very many of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you didn't play very long.
Yeah. Maybe if you'd play, you never played like flag football or anything like that when you were younger.
No,
that wasn't really a thing.
No,
in the 80s like it is now.
No,
it really wasn't. There weren't leagues and all the things that kids get into now. No. I guess you kind of just once you got to high school, you played. Maybe junior high, if you're maybe, yeah. I mean, in general, but maybe junior high, some schools might. I don't think ours did.
Yeah. All right. Well, coming up here at the top of the hour, we have 70 new people starting 10 weeks tomorrow. So we're going to talk about kind of some keys to success, not only if you're doing ferals, but let's say you want to start taking an active, like trying to be more healthy. You want to do a different meal plan and you want to start tomorrow on a Monday, because there's never a better day to start than a Monday.
Yeah.
Right. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about goal setting. Nicole wanted to talk about that a little bit, because that's our every week throughout our 10-week challenge, we have a theme, and the week 1 theme is goals. So we're going to talk about that, big goals, small goals. Yesterday when AD talked, he had some really good things to say. So we're going to go a little bit more elaborate on that. Just talking about winning the day, which I thought was just fantastic. So we'll recap that too with what he said, because it was just, it was amazing. I don't want to give away too much because I don't want him to send me a bill to get all that information out there.
Yeah, it's exclusive.
I'm just joking.
But if you join now, then you'll be a part of our Facebook group, and you'll get to go back and you can rewatch the orientation.
Ben, does that entice you at
all?
That
includes
going on Facebook. No,
80s. I know 80s speech, his little pep talk that he gives when
we also had one of our members, Kirsten Olson, who has been on our show before with her husband Kane. She did the 10-week challenge in 2022, and then the national challenge where she finished. She should have finished in the top 5, but that's a story for another day. But anyway, I'm still bitter about this.
Yes, we know, because you will not mention it.
Well, I like
anyway. Keep going.
Anyway, she's lost 140 pounds since she started.
Wow.
And
that's how much I weigh.
she's lost you, Ben.
She's lost an entire young Ben.
She's lost you, which is just fantastic.
Over,
and you know what?
over the course of a year and a half now.
Oh, probably getting close to 2
years. Yeah.
'cause
Which
2 years.
is an important distinction because it takes time to make progress like that.
Yes,
So
it takes
she
time.
got married. She's finished school. She's done a lot of stuff during that time and still able to navigate that, the ever changing, that process of losing weight. And her and I have had some good conversations lately too, because, there's, even though it's great and we can celebrate, yay, yeah, I've lost 140 pounds. There are still days where she's like, I just don't know if, like, it's still really hard. And,
sure.
Maybe it would have just been easier to stay the way that I was. And she doesn't actually feel that way,
Yeah.
but you have those intrusive thoughts. And in a journey like that, you have those moments where you're like, this is really hard. And sometimes you forget how much you've gained during that process when you're constantly thinking about, like, always making progress and not just being not being so hard on yourself. She's lost weight to the point where it's like maybe thinking about having skin removal surgery at some point, which is another whole complicated thing. So it's like, you only hear the exciting, happy parts of those transformations. But as we know that it's any type of a transition that you're making. Think about for us as parents, how the transitioning from infants to toddlers to, elementary school, middle school, high school, you're constantly thinking like, oh, once we get to this, it'll be easy. Once our kids are in high school, oh, it'll be so much easier. But then your kids get in high school and you're like, this is not easier. That's how weight loss is too. And you just kind of have to keep that, because then the problem is you really can't just give up on your kid in high school because it's hard.
Right.
But we can give up on our health and fitness journeys when it gets hard.
Which we do.
Right. So it's like, I think that's why people struggle so much, because you want it and you really do want it. But then you hit those roadblocks and you're like, this is so much harder than I thought it was going to be. And then it's just easier to go back. But there's a lot of places in your life you can't do that. So you're forced to go push forward.
If you lose that much weight, is there even a natural way to like get rid of like skin like that?
One thing that you can do that helps a lot is to lose the weight slowly, because a lot of times it's rapid weight loss and your, like the collagen in your skin and stuff like that can't keep up, but not really. There's a ton of ways that you don't always have to get skin removal surgery. People can wear compression garments and stuff like that. So it's just kind of a personal decision for people, but the benefits, those health benefits, really outweigh kind of the negative parts that you have to deal with. You're always gonna have to deal with negative consequences of anything. So it's like, you might as well take get on the healthy side, if that makes sense. But
all right.
So that's an important little thing to talk about.
Yep. Well, we're going to throw it to break and we'll stay right with us. We're coming up on hour number 2 of Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa,
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own. Always in the driver's seat, huh? Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot. Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop. Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Are you tired of the same old entertainment options? How about something that's truly fun for both kids and adults? Nebraska Knockerball, the new place to go for your private and corporate parties. Step inside one of their inflatable spears and let out stress in a healthy form of exercise. Or try the human foosball, foot darts, yard pong, giant beer pong, basketball Connect 4, and much more. Nebraska Knockerball, specializing in physical, engaging fun. Call Nebraska Knockerball today at 402-460-8724 to learn more or book a reservation now.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial or residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Welcome into Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now here are your hosts, Jeff and Nicole Essig.
All right, welcome back in hour number 2 of the Fitness Fanatics. Hour number 2 is sponsored by Modern Woodmen of America. Founded in 1883, Modern Woodmen offers financial services and member benefits to individuals and families throughout the United States. For more information, call Sean Erickson at 402-483-6515. Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures. Big shout out to Sean and the crew at Modern Woodmen. We appreciate all their support of the Fitness Fanatics. 1883, is that the show we watched for Yellowstone? Is that the year 1883? Did you watch Yellowstone?
A little bit.
Well, we never watched Yellowstone.
Then they had some prequels. They had
It was 1883.
Oh,
Yeah.
My parents were
It
way
was.
more,
Great show.
My parents were way more into that show than I was.
Mm,
I'm not. I was never really big into that.
They had some prequels, 1883 with
Okay.
Tim McGraw
Mhm.
and
I know that
Faith
guy.
Hill.
I've heard
Yeah.
of that guy.
Okay, you know who that is?
Yeah, I've heard of that guy.
That was really
Heard
good.
of
And then
him.
they had another one, 1923.
Yeah.
So
those were
we've
good.
seen all those. I think I wouldn't mind watching Yellowstone, but Nicole doesn't want to
It's
because
such a commitment.
she says it reminds her of the TV show Dallas,
It does.
which is
Dallas is a
it's my
city
favorite
in
show of all
Texas.
time.
Yeah, it's
That's-
also
that's
was
not
a
a show.
TV show in the 1980s, and Jeff was obsessed with it, and I'm over
See,
it.
like I was obsessed with like The Office.
Yeah, they're not the same, but
Why not? I'm a comedy guy. Real quick, I like comedy TV shows.
that I do too.
I would enjoy
Me
like
too.
a Breaking Bad.
Mhm.
I thought Breaking Bad was good, or like a
Stressful.
How to Get Away with Murder. Like I think those are good, but like the classic show, just like The
The
Office.
20, 25 minutes, like the 30-minute shows where you can just laugh. I agree. Me
It
too,
just
but
makes me feel better about
Yeah.
I just like it.
I don't like
it.
watching stressful television, and I feel like
I-
Yellowstone is stressful. So
I like it in like spurts. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's just because like you just get, as long as it's done right. Like if I'm like on the
Yeah.
edge of my seat wanting to know what happens next, that's when doing a good job.
that's good, but then that's also stressful because then you
Well,
want to
that's the best thing about Netflix.
you stay up too late because you got to watch the next one. And
See, I'm in college, so I don't care about that.
I know.
See,
well,
now,
I can't. stay
How
up too
okay?
late.
How did you guys do it where you would have to you'd watch a show Thursday night? Okay, the show is
Yeah.
only on Thursday night, and then you have to wait till the next Thursday.
You
How
just
did you guys
waited.
do that?
You just did
How
it.
did you do that?
You didn't have a choice.
I literally I would be like I don't even want to watch a show
I
because
know.
I can't wait. I can't wait for a week.
There's some good things about it, like because it's like a football game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so during football season, when I look forward to Saturdays all week, like we get we
that's true.
had a countdown on our fridge of days till the Huskers, days till the opening game of the NFL, days till we leave for Baltimore. It's like, and one of our favorite shows we watch as a family is Survivor. So Survivor actually starts this Wednesday
Oh,
night.
great.
But then you look forward to it all week.
Yeah. See, so that's good. You have something to
Okay,
look forward
I
to.
guess.
And like
and
during
then those cliffhangers, those season finales. Oof, those were rough.
I just
Yes.
don't like having to be there though at that time.
Oh yeah,
Like,
we
I'm
don't
not-
usually do that. You're right. Back in the day,
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, where you had to watch it, like you had to watch it that day, or you just missed it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys did that because what if something
well,
came up?
I know.
we're not that old.
I mean, as adults, we mostly had DVRs as
Or
adults.
or VCR.
I mean, I get,
Yeah,
but
or
still, but
VCR.
if you wait to watch it, then someone's gonna spoil
Oh
it.
yeah, no, that happens.
That's
for
That's what I'm
sure.
saying.
That's
I-
why like we cannot watch Survivor the next day. So we have to watch it on Wednesday.
Wednesday
night.
is such a busy day for me, and then I'm still gonna have to stay up and watch.
Oh, that's right.
Survivor. Oh my
It's
god.
You don't have to watch it.
important. It's important.
You can, you know
Oh
what?
my
Now that we have
gosh.
YouTube TV, you could watch it
In the-
Thursday morning at the gym.
I could.
Okay. How do you guys like
Anyway.
YouTube TV?
We like it a
Oh, I
lot.
love
You,
it.
you like it?
Yes, we
Yes.
really do.
I've heard mixed reviews.
I wish we would
Just
have
wondering.
changed sooner.
And in fact, I think the Bears play in Germany. So when we're doing our show in the studio and the Bears on, I'm just gonna have the game right on my phone.
Oh, so you're not gonna be paying attention to the show.
Well, that'll be a Nicole show.
This shows
Sure,
where
sure,
I'll
sure.
sign-
this shows
I'll-
where
Uh-huh.
Jeff's priorities
I'll
lie.
sign-
During football season,
I'll sign
yes.
plays to Harrison.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
the best thing about the YouTube TV is I can watch it on my phone
Yeah.
anywhere. It's
I mean,
it's
I think
fantastic.
so we had DirecTV. I think you could do that with DirecTV too, but it wasn't as the same.
No, it's not the same.
And
Probably
it's
not as user-friendly.
considerably cheaper too.
Probably not
so.
as user friendly.
No, it's
but-
really, really good.
Anyways, all right.
Yeah, back to fitness.
Back to fitness. All right, Nicole,
As
take
usual.
it away.
Okay. So one of the things I did want to talk about before we get into like the deep goals and stuff, because talking about having to get up early and go to bed, that part is really important about establishing new routines. And I think that in that first couple weeks, especially our morning workout, our morning members, that's their biggest struggle is, I overslept. I didn't hear my alarm. I shut it off and didn't realize it. Right, Jeff? Like we kind of get that a lot. So
Yeah, I turned it off. But what's
Yeah.
funny
you're
is
gonna
if-
steal
and
my
it-
story. This is
No.
what I say.
What are you gonna say?
No, go ahead. You can say it.
Okay, so what's interesting about reasons why people can't make it. So if you're listening out there and you're going to do anything, like you're like, okay, I'm going to go out. I'm going to walk 3 miles tomorrow. I'm going to walk at 6 a.m. I'm going to get up and walk. And you're like, oh, you turn the alarm on. I just can't do it. If I were to say, all right, there's $1,000 bill at the end of your 3 mile walk, are you going to oversleep?
Yeah, but that's
no,
there's
you're not, because that is important to you.
Yeah, but see, my example is better. My example of that is better because in the reality is nobody's paying you $1,000 to walk 3 miles.
I'm just saying. Okay, what's your?
Mine is and this is unfair. This is an unfair criticism for both of us to make because we are morning people and we've been waking up at 3 a.m. for years and years and years and years and years. So it is an unfair criticism for us to make because it's easy for us.
And we can take naps. So.
Yeah. But my thing is, and it happens, I get it. Sometimes you set your alarm and you accidentally set it to PM instead of AM and you just didn't. But there is a point where you look at your alarm, you make a decision to shut it off and you go back to sleep.
Yeah, it just doesn't magically.
Right? I know. So there's layers.
Does it magically turn like our son, Ben, will be, I go home.
Not me.
Not you. And he's just still in bed. I'm like, you're supposed to leave 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what happened. I'm like, I'm
yeah.
like,
but
okay.
That's what I always say because people will say that they oversleep. They're late to work because they oversleep, or they are late. They miss their workout because they overslept. I've heard those stories many times. The stories that I've rarely or never heard is people oversleeping to hit their flight for their vacation or oversleeping or, that stuff. So the fun things, if you have something fun to get to, you don't really have a problem oversleeping for that. And I'm sure it happens.
Home Alone, they do.
No, it happens.
Home Alone.
It happens much less. But anyway, one of the things that, because we used to, and we don't hit snooze now. We do have 2 alarms set. So this is, we have 3 alarms set. I have 3 alarms set technically. So this is how we do it. And this is how we do it now, because I used to be a person that would hit snooze a couple times and you would wake up, you'd set your alarm early knowing that you're going to hit snooze.
Well, and then you'd have an app where you'd have to.
That's what I'm getting to.
Go for it. We don't do that now.
No, because I don't need to anymore. I know.
So this is a good for if you're needing to get up in the morning to pay attention. To this.
It's almost like what I've been talking about this whole time. Yes. It's all leading up to that, Jeffrey. But
whoa, the full name. The full name came out.
That means listen.
Right.
Just shut up and listen.
So she says Benjamin to me, I really need to start listening.
Yeah, you better
maybe.
perk
Do I call
those
Ben
ears up.
Benjamin? Yeah, I do sometimes.
Perk him up.
Yeah, our Ben. But anyway, so we have I have an alarm set at 3, alarm set at 3:10. And you also have an alarm set at 3:10.
Yes. On our phones.
On our phones, just in case. And then I also have an alarm set at 3:25. Now, we never sleep to that 3:25, but the 3:25 alarm is the like, I'm up, but I know what I need to be doing at that time. So like by 3:25, if I'm still like dinking around and I haven't had my protein shake yet and I haven't started to get dressed, then I need that reminder of like, okay, you need to be leaving in like 10 minutes. So get your act together. So that's what our 3 alarms are. But we don't snooze really. But
sometimes I'm like, I need 10 more minutes.
Yeah. And it's really not the greatest. You're not getting a good quality sleep. So what you should do is just set your alarm for when you need to wake up instead of setting your alarm for 20 minutes early and then hitting snooze 3 times.
The 10 minutes from 3 to 3:10 is like
sometimes
paradise.
Sometimes I just have to get up. But there's an app. It's called Alarmy. So like alarm with a Y at the end.
Ben,
Alarmy.
are you listening?
I'm listening.
Right. Okay. Because I'm sure you have a hard time getting up in the morning because you're a night owl. Like, not even getting up in the morning, but getting up when you need to get up.
Yeah, I've been having to get up at 5 every morning to do early break.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm a night owl.
Yeah.
So but I set 2 alarms. I set an alarm at 5 and I set an alarm at 5:15.
Yeah. And that's
I
what
want to
we do
wake up at 5, but usually I don't get out of bed until 5:15.
Well, Ben knows if he doesn't show up, it's not good.
Oh, no. Bill will give me so much. Okay. So quick story. I showed up. So usually I show up 5:30 every day here. There was one day I showed up at like 5:38 and Bill was like, whoa, Ben's late.
Just calls you out.
Yeah, just right away. Ben's late. It's like, Bill. He's like, I should not be getting here before the producer.
Yep.
I'm like, Bill, I'm here before the show.
Sometimes things happen.
Yeah, so I'm like, everything that I got done before that I need to get done before the show got done. I'm
That's
like,
funny,
everything's fine.
because Jeff and I are very different in the morning too, where we have our morning routines, but he likes to get to the gym earlier than I do. So he always, and we go to separate gyms. So we trade off at each day. So he always leaves. I'm usually still getting dressed when you leave to go to the gym. And so my goal is to be there 10 minutes early. That's my goal. You're there way earlier.
20 minutes early.
Right. And so that sometimes it is kind of this like, okay, there might be people waiting in the parking lot or something, but it's like, but you know that I will be there 10 minutes early. Like that is what time I get there at 3:50. And it's very rare that I am either early or late, because that's my exact routine.
Was there ever a time where you were like significantly late?
There's been not significant, but
This when
sometimes
she got
I'll
pulled
be
over
Yeah, I
for
did get
speeding.
pulled over for speeding one time at 3:45 in the morning, which is
Wow.
ridiculous. I know. But anyway, so sometimes I might be like 1 or 2 minutes late on accident, but 99% of the time I'm there at
Well, that's a good
3:50,
percentage.
3:50.
It's a good percentage.
Anyway, so this Alarmy app, the great thing about Alarmy, especially if you're a person that will just hit snooze and don't even realize you do it, or shut your alarm off and didn't realize that you did it because you were so asleep. When we first moved here to Lincoln, I used this. I just, because you change your routines and stuff and you just don't sleep as well. And I had to get up earlier when we moved here to get to the 4 a.m. class because we didn't live as close, stuff like that. So this Alarmy app, it gives you tasks that you have to do when you first wake up. And if you don't do them, the alarm will not shut off, which is nice. And there are multiple ones. I'm pulling it up right now on my phone. I don't use these tasks anymore, but like I said, I used to. And there's some that you have to do. Oh, they call them missions. And maybe they're on premium now. But honestly, if you have a problem with this, it's probably a good thing. Oh no, you can still do one. So there's a memory one where you have to do like solve a puzzle, like an easy one, but you have to solve a puzzle. There's a typing one where you have to type something in. You have to repeat a type. You have to do a math problem, which would be terrible for me. The one that I used was a photo. So when we first moved here, you set it up ahead of time and you take a picture of something, and then you have to take a picture. You have to line that picture up on the app for the alarm to shut off. So what I used was like our something in our bathroom,
Like the bathroom sink.
yeah. So yes. So I have to physically get up and go into the bathroom, line this picture up, and take the picture for the alarm to shut off. And make it far away. Don't make it in your
you
bed.
could probably just delete the app.
Yeah,
That'll
but if
turn the
you're
alarm off.
awake enough, this is more for those people who do it without knowing that they're
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah.
You're so deep asleep.
Right.
Yes, you could probably delete the app.
I'm deleting the app. I can't get up to take
Then you weren't really trying that hard anyway. So, but
funny.
I think that's more for the deep sleep people who are like, don't even realize that they did it. But so I liked that one a lot. There's a barcode scanner too. So you could have it set up. I think like if you have to take a medication every single day, right when you wake up, that would be a good option, because you could have scan the barcode of like your prescription bottle, and then you know that you took it, because that's how you shut your alarm off. So Alarmy is the name of that app. So that's the one. It was supposed to be quick, but longer suggestion for people.
That's a good one.
It is. It's a really good app. And now I still use it, even though I don't use those missions. I just have 2 alarms set. You can set multiple alarms and stuff but that's a good one. There's probably, and I think it's out there for Android and Apple. I'm sure there's others too, but we like that one a lot, or I do. I liked it a lot when I needed it, because I was hitting snooze too much. But so that's one way to set yourself up for success. Another way to set yourself up for success is to do as much as you can, especially for a morning person or even a nighttime workout person. Do as much as you can ahead of time to prepare yourself for that workout. So if you want to sleep till the last possible second, so all you have to do is roll out of bed, get dressed, and head out the door, have all of your workout stuff set out for you. So when you get up, you can just exactly what you're going to wear. And then you can go, or if you're a nighttime person, have a gym bag that's already pre-packed with your workout clothes in it, and keep that in your car. So you don't have to go home necessarily. Or if you do, you can go home and do something and then get in the car and go, and you'll have all your stuff. So I think that's a good one, is to kind of do as much stuff as you can ahead of time.
I like that.
Yeah. So think about those little things that are keeping you from like leaving on time. Because we do have a lot of people who show up late too, like every day. And that happens everywhere. That happens in our gym in Iowa. It happens here. I mean, we all know someone who is chronically 5 minutes late everywhere they go.
That would annoy my dad so much. My dad's one of those guys where we have to be there like 15 minutes early to everything.
See, I like 10 minutes early. I like to be 10 minutes early to things. I don't like to be too super early, but
I'm only early for things that are like actually important. Like
a workout isn't actually important.
I mean, I'm saying like we'll be like going to see our grandpa, and he'll be like stressed out that we're gonna be a little bit late. I'm like, it's our grandpa. He's in the home. He has nowhere to be.
Yeah, that's valid.
I'm like, it'll be fine.
That's valid.
But like, I don't know. I mean, I can, like if I'm going to the dentist, I'm gonna get there probably like 10 minutes early.
Yeah,
just
right.
like, I don't know.
So kind of just begin with the end. Like what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just like, because you want to make sure you're there, and
yeah.
Because like one of our comedians, this Gary Goldman, he was just like, when people are late, they have this and this and this and this and this, but they could just say, I just left late.
I left late.
That's why I'm late. I just left the house late
because I left late. I knew what time I had to leave, and I
just failed. I didn't do it.
I left late. That is true. But especially when you're doing something new for the first time, like our 10-weekers that are starting this week, class might start at 6 a.m., but that doesn't mean you can walk in the door at 6 a.m. Like, especially with group fitness, like we are not waiting around. So class starts at 6. You need to be ready at 6, not be there at 6.
There's a difference.
So, yes.
There's a difference.
So I think that trips people up sometimes, or just our fit members who already kind of know what to expect. So they're less like stressed out about it. But
I've learned when you're dealing with other people, I always just set the time earlier than they actually need to be there, because then they'll be there when you need them to be there. Like I'll set it like, I'm like, okay, they don't need to be there till like 7:15, but I'm gonna say, okay, can you be here by 7? Because then they'll show up at like 7:05, and it'll be perfect.
As for the most part, I think it's probably only about 10% of the people who are late. I think most people are early. Just from
in general?
Yeah, just in general. Just even from like prior to starting Farrell's, so last week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we have to do body compositions before pictures. I do that for everyone. People sign up for it. They know what time they have to be there. And I would say probably 95% of the people were there early.
Yeah.
A couple people were late. And usually that's because they are driving somewhere that they don't know how long it's going to take, and it just traffic or something happens. Traffic takes a little bit longer.
That's why I maps everything.
Yeah.
I maps everything because it's so good
even
at
if
guessing.
you do, then you're driving and something could happen and you could still be late. Like it happens.
Yeah.
So, but I would say for the most part,
it's usually pretty good at
adjusting. When it happens. Yeah.
It can tell if there's a bunch of traffic or something.
Yeah, it does. So I highly recommend that Alarmy app for people who need a little extra help in the morning.
Well, and then going on being prepared for tomorrow or whenever you're going to start something, like especially with your meals, plan that out. Like just don't wake up and be like, what am I going to eat for breakfast?
Yeah.
I want a grilled cheese.
Especially when you're starting something new, like for the first week, because most of us are creatures of habit, and most of us will have like 2 or 3 breakfast options, 2 or 3 lunch options, 2 or 3 dinner options.
Yeah.
Or if you're like me, it's the same thing every single day for a
Except
week.
like one meal.
Yeah,
usually.
except for one meal.
Usually.
And sometimes it's the same.
That's true. You're on a pretty big chicken nugget trend right now for your dinners or whatever.
I should probably
like
do
healthy chicken nuggets.
Yeah,
they're not.
I don't like go to McDonald's.
Yeah,
and get a 20.
They're a macro friendly chicken nugget.
Sauce.
They really are.
Yeah, it's not like that. So it was like, oh, Jeff's the chicken nuggets every day. Yeah, no, they're in an air fryer.
Yeah.
I
higher quality.
I weigh them out, count it, log them,
Yeah.
count the macros and stuff like that. But
You have been eating those a lot lately.
yeah.
Till you get sick of them. That's called a hyperfixation. That's what
Mhm.
you have with those right now.
It's usually what I do. But
Yeah.
plan out your meals. Like it's Nicole likes to use MyFitnessPal to build her day, not like as she goes. Because a lot of times if you're just filling it as you go, when you get to the night, you're gonna realize, one, I've eaten too much high fatty foods, and now I have like no calories left, and I'm 100 grams of protein under where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do? It's just because it's just not planned out ahead of time. So that's usually what I will do. I usually will do that like when I'm at the gym, playing out the rest of the day and see like, oh, I can have 3 tablespoons of queso instead of 2 tablespoons of queso, or serving and a half of this versus a serving. So just plan ahead for your meals as well.
Or not even all of them, but have like 60% of your meals planned out. That's going to help you a ton. If you already know what you're going to have for breakfast and lunch, then that's going to help. And a snack, maybe that's going to make it so much easier at night when you get to dinner. And like you said, you have time to kind of figure it out as the day goes. But if you're figuring it out every time you need to eat, it's going to feel so overwhelming, and it's going to be something that you're not going to probably stick with because it's just going to feel overwhelming.
This is, as someone that just like, I'm just like, okay, what sounds good right now? That's how I am. I'm not liking this right now.
I know, but I am too.
No, I agree with it.
That is true. I'm not a person that can meal prep and like make 5 of the same thing and eat that for lunch every day. I can't do that either. No. But so what I have to do is kind of have ingredients available that I know I can mix in multiple ways. So then when it is time to eat, I can have like right now in our fridge, we have some lean ground beef that's already browned up, and that's in a container in the fridge. We have like eggs, obviously. We have some lunch meat. We have some chicken breast, frozen chicken breast that I know I can throw in the air fryer. So like I don't meal prep entire meals, but I meal prep ingredients. So then I could go home and I know I have ground beef. So if I want, I could make like kind of like a taco wrap. I could do that with it, or I could.
Yeah, that's good.
So I have the ingredients, or I could throw those chicken breasts in the air fryer and stir fry up some vegetables and rice and throw that together. I don't already have it made, but I have the ingredients. So I know I have the stuff for it. So
you just got to make sure you get to all of it. So you're not having food that's going bad.
That's why I put a lot of stuff in the freezer too. That helps.
Because what happens if you're not prepared, or if you like, and this will happen. Oh, I'm just like, there's nothing to eat in the house, right? So what do you want to do? Oh, do you want to go get something?
Yeah.
And that's what happens because it's convenient.
Yep. And then if you're going to go out and eat somewhere, you're not going to make a healthy choice.
No.
Like I'm not going to spend $12 on a salad, but I'll spend $12 on burgers and fries, which also doesn't really make sense because you're spending the same amount of money anyway.
But what you're getting.
I know it is. All right, we got to go to break. We're over again.
That's okay.
Okay, that's what we do around
here. Listen, young Ben is
used to it.
He's used to being on early break when hour 2 starts at 7:20.
Yep,
that's true.
All right, hour 2, 7:20 in the morning. And hour 2 is almost half over.
That's why
already.
He's not stressed out about
Or the other day, Jake was like,
he's
like, all right, we got to get to Shut Up Sipple. And it's like 8:05. Like, your show's over, basically. But no, we're going to get to Shut Up Sipple.
And they still have another segment.
I know, they still have another segment on there, too. So he's used to this. He's not sweating.
I know.
But no, we're going to go to break. We'll be right back. And we'll get into goal setting here in the next segment on 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right, most recommended Eustace Body Shop.
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com. Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet. O Street Carpet. 1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Early break.
This is the group chat of the three-legged stool.
1 minute into the game.
Yep.
Jake Sorensen. Dolphins offense looks like feces. 1 minute into the season. 14-0 Jacksonville. Season over. Yeah, and I said, maybe next year, Jake. That's been my motto for 33 years. It gets better. Finn's down 17-7 at half. There is someone booing in Brewskis. That someone is me.
I didn't see that one. That's funny.
That was funny.
That's funny.
That meltdown was unbelievable. You were 1 minute into the season.
It was startling.
Early break from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back, Fitness Fanatics. We're going to get into some goal setting that Nicole wants to talk about here. I don't know if it's like techniques.
First of all, this was your idea to talk about goals.
Are you throwing her under the bus?
No, she's so much better than I am.
No, I don't have a problem talking
Yeah,
about it,
see?
but it's just funny. You're the one that said we should talk about it.
We've always said if you were kind of if you want to get help on a test,
Mhm.
you go to Nicole.
Mhm.
Right?
So-
if you want a cheerleader, you go to me.
Yep.
Boom.
So was Jeff like, you want to know what we should do? You should talk about goal
Yes.
setting. That's what we should do.
No,
You should talk about
he
goal
would say
setting.
we, but he would also know that I would be carrying much of the segment.
Yeah, and then I chime in.
Unless a story comes up, then
You would
you'll
add
take over.
You would add the comedic value.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why
All
he's here.
right.
Why
Yes.
he's here.
Okay, so let's actually talk about
Let's
it
go.
before we
Let's
get
go.
off
Goal
on a tangent.
Well,
goal setting.
and I can start.
Okay.
I'll start.
Okay.
Whoa.
Here we go.
Whoa. He's starting. Everyone, shh.
I'm gonna go back to what AD was talking about
Okay,
yesterday.
yeah.
Like he started off and young Ben, he wouldn't like you saying we're gonna be 7-0, right? He doesn't he doesn't care about week 7.
I don't think that he cares about that. He doesn't like people talking about what's going to happen 3-4 games down the line when we have one
Right.
in front
we
of
need
us.
to win the
Different.
game in front of us.
Mhm.
And when talking about ferals and fitness in general is, everybody wants to start on a Monday, right? So just focus on winning Monday.
Yeah.
Get to the gym, whatever gym you're going to.
Mhm.
Get to the gym and do your workout.
Or go
for
outside,
a walk.
right.
Do
Whatever.
your workout.
Mhm.
Yes. Worry about Monday. And that is working out and nutrition. Don't think about in correlation to our 10-week challenge. Don't think about week 4. We're not at week 4 yet.
Yeah.
We're on day 1. So if you can get into the smaller goals of a goal for tomorrow. Number 1, go to the gym and do your workout.
Mhm. Show up.
Show up. Yep. That's the number 1 goal. Number 2 goal is to log your food. You don't have to be perfect and hit your macros, but just log it so you're aware.
Even if you don't even know where to start, how many calories to
Mhm.
eat, how many calories you should be eating is irrelevant
Right.
until you know how many calories you're actually eating.
Right.
So there's
Right.
no magic number of
Mhm.
if every single person ate this number of calories, we would all
Well, everyone's
have
different.
right.
Everyone's
There's
different,
no
yes.
magic number of if we all ate 1,800 calories, then we'd all be at 15% body fat, and there's no number.
Especially because some people are just taller than. So
yeah,
like
there's
some.
so many
Yeah,
variables.
there's so many different variables.
Yeah. So starting of logging your food with a goal is almost pointless because
It
you
gets
don't
a little overwhelming.
yeah, and
for
you
a lot
don't
of
know where
people.
you were starting from.
Yeah.
So it's log what you're eating now and then see where you need to make adjustments because maybe you are eating less than you thought.
That's good.
Or you're eating more than you thought. But if you are already eating 1,800 calories a day and you just don't know it, and then you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to go on a diet and I'm going to start logging 1,800 calories. Well, you're eating the same number of calories. You're not creating a calorie deficit.
Right.
But that's also me not saying eat less. It's just saying start with where you are, and you won't know where you are until you start logging your food. So that's a huge part with food logging. Log your food for 2 weeks, take an average of every day, how many calories you're eating, and then reduce that by 10% for 2 weeks, see what happens. If you lose a little bit of weight, then try to reduce it again. And you don't have to have
that's a pretty easy approach to it.
yeah, you don't have to have some calculator. You don't have to go and throw out everything in your cupboards and everything in your fridge and start fresh. See where you're at now and then make adjustments because you might not know. A lot of people, you might not even need to change your calories. You just need to make sure you're eating more protein and eating less fat and carbs. And so when you look at that, you look at what you're eating, and if 90% of your calories are coming
one
from
of our
fat.
members has been logging their food,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And so it kind of showed you.
Yeah, her calorie goal, she was only eating 100 more calories than her goal. But when I looked at how those broke out, she was eating 101 grams of fat and and not as enough protein. Yeah. And so even if you're logging your food, you'd be okay, that's a good number. Well, what you're eating to do. Like we
Right.
told them to log their food.
Just to see.
So it was not a judgment. It was just like an observation. So
Yeah.
that's a huge one. Just start now, do and then make adjustments.
So what type of like goals are good goals for like our 10-week challengers?
Yeah. So the thing is, like, when we think about goals, a lot of times we're thinking about the end. So this is a 10-week challenge. So we're thinking about where do we want to be at the end of the 10 weeks? Or you're getting married and you have a specific goal for your wedding or whatever. But if you look that far ahead, just think about if you're looking out into the distance and how blurry everything gets the farther away you look. So just zoom in a little bit and look closer. So if I'm trying to drive down O Street and I'm trying to get somewhere, I'm not constantly looking for the street that might be 25 blocks away.
Right.
I'm breaking it down block by block. I do that when I drive and I'm following GPS. Like, I will look and make sure that as I'm driving, the street that I'm passing is the street that's on the map. Like, that's how you know that you're on course. So I think that's the big thing that I think the mistake a lot of people make is they zoom out too quickly. And then once it gets tough or once you're not seeing the results that you maybe had that weren't realistic, then it gets easy to quit. So I would say, like you said, start small, win the day.
Win the day. Yep.
That's really what it is. Have a goal for the week, have a goal for the day, have a goal for the week. And then at the end of that week, reflect on what went well and what you need to improve on. Keep doing what went well. And then, keep doing that. Let that just kind of be on the back burner. Like for us, getting up early is easy. So it would be ridiculous for us to be like, my goal is to get up at 3:10 every day. Like that would
Unless you just want to check it off.
Right. I know. Like, this is my goal for the
Yes,
week.
I
Like,
did it.
my goal is to, do that. And if I only focus on the stuff that's easy, then I'm never really going to make progress. And that's something we kind of talked about yesterday too at orientation, where it's like the things that you're not doing because you don't want to do it is probably what's keeping you from your goals. So like not logging your food or not being consistent with your nutrition, that's usually our biggest struggle, I would say. So that would be dumb for us to make that a goal to get up in the morning, because we already do that. So set yourself a goal, reflect on it for the past week and kind of file away the stuff that you're good at. Like, okay, I got this down, and then start focusing on the thing that you struggled with. And then once you get that down, then you can focus on the next thing you struggled with. So zooming.
What were those goals like?
Floor and ceiling.
Stretch goals.
Floor
Oh,
and
okay.
ceiling goals.
No, I think when we worked at John Deere, we had a stretch goal.
Oh no!
Remember that little acronym?
No, it's still a thing.
Oh, okay.
Young Ben, what's that? What's the thing the acronym for goals that you're supposed to have? Time-based, realistic. There's something before it. S. Is it stretch?
Stretch. Yes.
Oh, is it?
Maybe.
It's
I
like
don't know.
20 years
You're
ago.
in college. You should know this stuff. What are you learning?
Not that. Not that.
No, it's because it's realistic, time-based. I don't think it's stretch. I don't think it's that many letters.
Here, I'll do some research.
Well, see, this is the other thing. Don't get caught up in the minutia of things. Like, how about we just do what we recommended instead of getting. It's not.
And we make it too complicated,
Right.
which is we're making it too complicated
Yes.
right now because I brought it up.
And you didn't know.
Smart.
Yes.
Scientific,
goals.
Scientific, measurable,
Measurable,
achievable, relevant, and time bound.
Yeah. Yep.
Smart.
So that's what it is. See, look at me go.
I know.
Close.
I knew.
Yeah, but I'm a little bit better at research than you. I bet.
Yes.
I did zero research. It was all in my brain. And back when
Hey,
we
you
did
were
it,
on the right
they
track.
were a little different. It was strategic, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-based is what it was originally.
Achievable and attainable.
We had two texters.
they are.
text
They're
in,
similar.
Two texters
They are.
that said SMART goals.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I didn't have the text line up. I should have said texters.
Thank you
help
guys
us
for
out. Yes.
texting in.
Thank you. We had
The
two texters.
ultimate fact checkers. The
Well,
listeners.
yeah, because they fact checked me on a few
I
things.
know we need it. It's important.
know,
We
yeah.
appreciate
You need to be held accountable, Jeff.
That's
Let's be
right.
honest.
That's
You
what
need to
We
be held
appreciate the
accountable.
fact checking.
Absolutely.
Researchers.
Yes.
No, SMART goals. A SMART goal is good too.
Yeah.
But that can also kind of complicate things. Like you're like, oh gosh, I don't know. So I think we could make it even simpler than a SMART goal.
Just as AD says, win the day.
Yeah. I mean, the two things can be true at the same time. So you can make that win the day, the weekly goals, and they can still be a SMART goal. Like you're just doing it without thinking about doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think actually using that SMART acronym is probably a better strategy for if you are trying to meet a goal and you keep failing at it. I think it's better to look at it from that sense. Like, not like, okay, I need to set this goal. Is it a SMART goal? But I think it'd be more beneficial to, I'm really struggling to reach this goal. Is it a SMART goal? So I think it's a good reflection tool more than it is a good like starting point.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I would just say focus on the smaller tasks at hand. I said this on the show so many times, is like, find the one thing that you can start doing now that can make the biggest impact. And then once you get that down, then find the next thing. And like for us, getting up at 3:00 in the morning, we already do that. So we're not making a big impact if we set that as a goal.
I think for me, it would be to eat vegetables.
Eat vegetables is a great goal. That's always my goal, is to eat a wider variety of vegetables. I've been doing really good eating vegetables, but I like to eat a wider variety, not just.
I've always told you, if you cook it, I'll eat it.
Yes. To some
if it's
extent.
there for my lunch in a bowl,
Although you
I'll
did
eat it.
try tofu last week.
I did. It was a little teeny tiny bite.
It was a square of a little piece of firm tofu, and you ate it.
I did. I don't know if I could eat a whole bowl. I mean, maybe I could.
It was in a stir fry.
Like I said,
it's not just.
if you make something, I will eat it, even if there's like 10 vegetables in there.
Okay.
If it's made for me, then I will typically eat it.
So that's going to be your goal. It's to get me to make your food.
It's on yeah, that should be my goal. Yes.
That's a good goal.
That's right.
I like that.
Because we usually cook separate things, because I eat like a toddler. Like I'm not going to make a meal with like 10 different ingredients. I'm going to make a meal that has like 3 things in it.
Yeah.
Or
I'm that way too.
Yeah.
I was I'll make some chicken.
Yeah, but the more you make, so if you make something with 3 ingredients in it and you get really good at that, then add a 4th ingredient. Like I can make high ingredient things, but it's not overwhelming to me because I've been doing it for a long time. That's not the first recipe I started with.
Sometimes putting chicken in an air fryer is pretty.
Oh, I do that too.
That's pretty out there for me.
Yeah, I put chicken in an air fryer.
I was always really scared to cook chicken.
Just until like probably 6 months ago.
Now I can cook my own chicken in the air fryer, and I know how to stick the temperature in there, and I know thermometer, and I know what temperature it has to be at to be cooked.
All right, we need to go to break. We're just out of control with the time on this show.
No, it's fine.
We're on time.
Okay.
We're good. We're on task. Okay. We're going to go to break. We'll come back and we'll finish up this episode of the Fitness Fanatics. So stay with us. 93.7 The Ticket.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Get closer to the magic than ever before. Play along with the Toy Story gang. Explore the colorful world of Coco. Sail away with Moana. Soar to new heights with Belle. And journey to Arendelle to thaw a frozen heart. It's an all-out celebration at Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Surge Party. Coming to Pinnacle Bank Arena September 27th through 29th. Visit DisneyOnIce.com and get your tickets today.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through September 15th, enjoy 8-ounce USDA Choice Boneless New York Strip Steaks for $7.99 each. USDA Choice Boneless Beef Crock Pot Roast for $4.99 per pound. Fresh salmon fillets for $9.99 per pound. And Bush Light 30 packs for just $18.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Hay harvest is a race against time. Order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower to harvest your hay quickly and efficiently while promoting quick dry down for quality hay. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location for full details on a new self-propelled windrower and experience the Landmark difference.
Attention, Nebraska. It's time to show off the best our state has to offer. Help Beatrice Bakery's famous fruitcake snag the title of coolest thing in Nebraska. Made with love and loaded with local flavor. This fruitcake isn't just a treat, it's a tradition. Cast your vote today and let's put Beatrice Bakery on the map. Vote now and make the fruitcake of Beatrice Bakery the coolest thing in Nebraska. Visit theticketfm.com and click the link to vote. That's theticketfm.com. Go and vote now.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zipline gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right. Just have a few minutes here.
I like this music.
I do too. I always jam to it. Ben is the reason, young Ben is the reason we're off timing today.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Blame it all on me. Okay. Whatever. Fine. I'm going to mute my mic.
He's not holding us accountable.
I'll mute my mic and you guys just go.
We do have something important to talk about.
Yeah, go for it. What are we talking about?
So the very last thing we wanted to talk about was just the most important thing about getting started. If getting healthier, starting on your health and wellness fitness journey is important to you, is to start now. Do something now. It's called analysis paralysis. You can research something to death and we see this all the time with ferals, and not to say we don't want people asking questions, because we do. I love it when people ask questions, but at some point you have to just stop asking questions and you have to take action. Jeff gets all of the inquiries about our program, and he has a phone. Your phone texts are full of people that have been asking you for years questions about our program, right?
Mhm.
And at some point, if that person would have just started when they were first asking questions, they'd already probably be where, at least closer to where they wanted to
Right.
be and closer to their goals. So,
Right.
like, at some point, and there are some dangerous health trends for sure, but at some point, you just have to start something. And the more that you try things, learn from the things that don't work, and continue to make adjustments. But like, at some point, you just have to do it. And I think that's kind of what we want to start or finish with today. Just do it.
Just
Just do something.
there's a lot of things that you can't control
Mhm.
in this world.
Yeah.
But there's a few things that you can.
Yeah.
And taking care of yourself is one thing that you can control. Like,
Mhm. Yeah.
we one of our members
not-
that started about
yeah.
6 weeks ago, and he's dropped like 4% body fat. And I was saying, man, that's awesome. And he says, I can control what I eat,
Mhm. Yeah.
which is true.
But if you don't look at food that way ever, then it is hard. I get it. And we're not saying that it's not hard.
It's hard. Yes.
It's
yes.
so hard. But at some point, you just have to start with something. So
Yes.
just like just start do something instead of researching it to death, because you totally could, or just like continuing to make excuses or whatever. There's something that you can do. It doesn't have to be ferals, obviously, but you can walk. You can do squats during a commercial break if you're watching football or whatever.
Or the ticket.
Yeah. If you're listening to the ticket,
Mhm.
do something active during the commercial breaks. It doesn't
Unless
have
you're
to
driving.
be huge.
Don't
right?
do stretches if you're driving.
No, probably not. Yeah, I don't know. You could do some stuff while you're driving, but if you're listening, you could do arm circles while you're, but not while you're driving. But I'm just
Not
saying,
while you're driving.
I know.
Hands on the wheel.
I'm just thinking about super easy things that people can do. And if you start, you're going to build confidence in your ability to do more. But if you continue to not start, then you're never going to build confidence in yourself.
And the longer you wait,
the harder,
the tougher it is.
For sure. Yes.
So we'll leave you with that. We appreciate you joining us today. We'll be back here next Sunday on 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets